And I just want to introduce you to my brothers first. Lorenzo Fiorentino, U.S. Army, 23 years, Bronze Star, Afghanistan. Barney Duffner, Silver Star, 2 Purple Hearts, Vietnam.
Wow.
We have 2 of our members, Sons of the Legion. This is River Forest and River Grove policeman, 30 years. And we have Gary Linden right here. We also have, finally, but not least, is our good buddy, George Correa. He's been through hell and back, and he's a person we can really count on, and he's truly a brother. So, Commander Fiorentino will take over.
So, obviously, you guys know Richard Bojo, as we all got to know. Rich is a veteran of Desert Storm, but even before that, Rich served in Operation Eagle Claw. And I know all of you heard about it, but none of you know about it. Eagle Claw was when we were going to rescue our hostages in Iran, and the helicopters all crashed. Well, Richard was on the ship waiting to be the quick reaction force if something went wrong. Well, things went really wrong. All right, so unfortunately, we lost a lot of lives that day. Richard was there. And it was neat because I only found that out in talking. I was like, dude, so, you know, when you were in the Corps, what you doing? He told me, oh, yeah, you remember it? And it was just amazing. I'm a historian. I love history. I knew about it immediately. So I know none of you knew that, but he was there when the Iran crisis was happening, and we lost all those service members on Chinooks. Okay. So that being said, oh yeah, now that we're all on great stuff, right? Let's make it a little more fun. So George and Dominic are 2 great guys, all right? And so Richard called us one day, and he's like, hey, St. Philomena wants to do a reunion. And I was like, oh, that's great, that's wonderful. Because, you know, kind of thinking of using the post. And I was like, well, that's a great idea. You know, so now we kind of have to work things around with the village, okay? I mean, you know, it's a typical village and everything, you know, they got their own thing going on, and that's great. We do what we want, etc. So I said, weren't there any veterans besides you in the St. Philomena class? And he said, oh yeah, we got a couple more. He goes, and we also had a member that we lost along the way. And I said, well, you know what, I think we should think about ways to honor him. So the 3 of them got together, we came up with some ideas, and we're all thrilled that you're all here, and we're especially thrilled that we're able to recognize Sergeant Chaplain with the Chicago Police Department and formerly of the U.S. Air Force. This is truly a brotherhood that we have. Anytime Richard needs something, anytime I need something, Barney, you know, we all help each other out. No matter what it is, we're always there for each other. And by extension, so are all those that we know. Okay? We never met Sergeant Chaplain, but as far as we're concerned, he was one of us. And we all feel like we were all part of your class. Okay, the only one here that probably was older than your class is this guy. Right? But the rest of us feel like we were all in your class, right? Although we're a little younger, you know. But anyway, I'm going to transition something really quick. Now, Richard also mentioned that, you know, you guys had a few veterans in your class, but, you know, that you probably had a lot more individuals whose parents had served in the military, okay? And that's why we have our 2 gentlemen up here. So, Gary, his father served in World War II, okay? He was a World War II veteran, and, what the hell's your name again? George. We got so many damn Georges, it's crazy, right? When I say George, half the place turns around. So, in Italian families, it's Peter, Joe, or Lorenzo, and half the family turns around, especially in my family.
There's a George.
Thank you. Yeah. I'll take it. Hey, it all goes to the museum. Don't worry about it. But George's grandfather served in World War II also. But they are sons of the American Legion. And I always refer to them, yeah, my sons. All right, and everybody looks at me like, darn, you don't look that old. All right, well, I'm not. They are my sons in the American Legion. okay? So for those of you whose parents, grandparents, uncles served in the military, you're all eligible to be in the Sons of the American Legion. Okay, so if you're interested in joining.
And you can wear cool hats
Wear a
like
cool
this.
little hat. I swear I got some veterans join just for the cool little hat. Yeah, they walk in the door, look at my hat. I was like, I got an order. Okay? So, but that being said, we'll get back to why we're here tonight. So we started brainstorming, what can we do, et cetera, and so on. After we got past the whole, are you sure the bus is going to show up at 2:30? I'm like, dude, the bus is going to be there. Hey, we're 2 weeks out. Are you sure the bus is going to be there at 2:30? I'm like, listen, if the bus ain't there at 2:30, you see that big green truck? We're all going to get there in the big green truck. But you guys are going to get the same thing one way or the other. Okay? And that's why the big green truck is there, just in case. I know Richard told the guys, don't worry, Lorenzo's always got a plan B. There's plan B. Alright? We're gonna get you guys in one way or the other. Everybody on one truck. We got blankets, we got umbrellas. We've been fine. It was beautiful today.
Like a hayride.
That's right. Alright? So that being said, then it was like, hey, how about the certificates? Like, don't worry, I'm one of those guys. There's like a million other things before October 22nd happened. So this is 22nd, right? Yeah, it is. So it's like, we prioritize everything. And I'm always telling Richard, we're always doing so much. And I know these guys know because they've been involved with a lot of the stuff we've done. So we're always doing so much, so we're always prioritizing. But one thing we never do is we never fail. That's just who we are. And when the whole idea came up about doing this event here, what a great opportunity to recognize one of our own. All right. So I know, like tears. I'm sorry, but now we want to talk about what we have here. So one of our friends is Illinois House of Representatives.